December was the worst month since I started automated trading. We reached a peak of 17,000 euros in the account, and then we started to go into drawdown. It was quite a significant drawdown, not something to be overlooked. And no, I didn't touch anything. I didn't change any settings. I didn't reset. Expert. Let's say that a month like this makes you realize whether you have a method or if you're just trading. Welcome everyone. I'm Andrea, your automated trader. And if you like what I do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This is the trading report for the month of December, and it's also the first video of 2026. I hope this new year brings you great satisfaction, real growth, and for those who work methodically, also great profits in trading. But I want to start it in the right way, so I'm going to show you a month that was really tough, not just another perfect month. December was indeed a difficult month in the markets. There was a lot of noise, spikes, movements that would start and then reverse. In short, everything that can basically harm my systems, which are trend following and breakout based. Anyway, you don't judge a method based on a single bad month, but rather on the statistics behind it. So on large numbers, on tests over long periods, and on experts that work the same way across multiple brokers. Obviously, absolute discipline is also necessary, because even if we're in a drawdown, nothing should be changed, no modifications should be made. You just have to accept that we're in a negative period. So let's take a look at the trades we made in December. Let's quickly see what they were. So we'll set it from December 1st to December 30th and analyze it. As you can see, we have a few trades. In the end, some were negative, some positive. Here we have a series of losing trades. Then there are stretches like this one where we hit a lot of stop losses, pretty much all in a row. Here too, we have a significant streak, all stop losses. A few targets. A good trade on the yen that made 500 euros, but overall, even visually, as you can see, we have a lot of red trades and only a few blue ones, especially in this period we're looking at now, almost all stop losses. This is precisely because the market would take off, make a spike, then pull back, and maybe the next day there would be another move. But by the afternoon, it would erase everything. And in short, my systems in this situation weren't able to get the best out of the market. Here too, you can see the streak, all red. So they were all stop losses. Then we did have a few positive trades here because there were also some good days, but overall we had more losses than profits. Now let's take a look at our report as always, and let's see a bit about the symbols, as you can see how it is. As I told you, we lost 2,300 euros. The account had reached a maximum of 17,000. So let's say at the beginning of the month, we were around 16,000. We lost 2,300 euros, about 15%. So it's not a huge drawdown, but it's still a drawdown that you can feel. As we can see here, we have the equity going down. Basically, the whole month lost at the beginning. We recovered slightly, then things kept going further down. Here we have the symbols. Let's take a look at what the various losses and profits were. As always, lately, we've had good profits on USD JPY, which is performing very well. We made gains on the indices while we lost on EUR JPY, about which I'll tell you more later. Same goes for Ethereum and oil. We lost on the pound. Dollar, euro dollar, which has been performing badly for a while now, because since September when we started on euro dollar, we've been continuing to lose. Especially this month, it went badly. Bitcoin and gold, which are two things that usually bring us profit. This isn't catastrophic. It's just a period where our strategies are taking a breather, and so they're in the red. What I wanted to tell you is that we've reached the end of the year, and I've summed up all the data I had for this 2025. And I concluded that the experts, the ones on Euro JPY, Ethereum and oil, I removed them. Because after all, it had been a year since they had any significant performance. Some had a slightly negative trend, others were moving sideways. So after a year like that, I prefer to remove them and keep them under observation. If I see that they start performing very well again, I can always add them back in. But for now, these three have been removed from the portfolio. So in the next reports, obviously you won't see them anymore. Here are the data related to losses and profits. This is the one about the symbols we've already seen. A few trades. We were 68% long and only 30% short. So this month we traded more on the long side. In total, we made 348 trades. Of these, 23 are indicated here as manual trades. But that's not actually the case because those are just the closures made by another expert advisor, and I don't know why it considers them as manual trades. So here you have all the other data for the month, and let's just say that this December wasn't one of the best months, quite the opposite. If we look at my statistics, it was actually the worst month because we had never closed a month with a loss of about 15%. It doesn't really throw me off that much. That's because I'm still within my drawdown limits. I'm well away from the negative statistical scenarios I had calculated. So I just wait and hope that in the coming months, the situation changes, the market changes, and that I can go back to making profits as we've done up until now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and stay tuned, so you won't miss the new videos I'll be posting in the coming days.